Hey guys, it's Awesome Billy 3, and welcome to an extra Minecraft S.L.P episode. Today's episode is just going to be this time lapse, and as I'm talking, I'm actually going to be on Minecraft, uh, on a new server. And that's something actually I'm going to talk to you about. I'm just going to give you all some info about what's going on. So, I don't know. Oh, and I let another creeper blow up. Well, that's I've joined a new server. It's like Hermitcraft. I don't know. I recorded a video of that. I had a video of a Hermitcraft-like server, or I was trying to make videos of our Hermitcraft-like server. And it didn't work out because it got banned and whatnot, but I've joined a new server, and it's called Timelapse. Now, it's a whitelisted server. It's like, I think you have to, there's an age requirement too. You have to be like 18, because they don't want little 10-year-olds squeaking into their mics, no offense, and just disrupting just the peace or stealing stuff, because that's how 10-year-olds can be, I guess. Sorry, I just so blanked where I was going with all this. But basically this server, it's it's like Minecraft, like with Mama Jumbo and Green and Mescal and all those guys. Doc and Good Time Scar, all them. And it, like I said, it's whitelisted, so you have to apply to get in. But from there, it's pretty much a cool experience if you get accepted. Like, I've already recorded a video. It's not up yet because I haven't edited it yet, and actually, I have to edit it because I haven't gotten around to editing it, because I've been very busy doing other things, like recording or trying to do stuff like this, edit this video, which hasn't gone up yet, and I'm so late that this should have been a thing a while back. Okay, what the heck just happened there? Someone was talking to me on here, but the people are nice on here. Cool to talk to and stuff. It's really cool. I've just started out, but I've actually come along a very long ways. And I can't tell you that because that's not in the video that I recorded, because that's how much I've progressed since I recorded that first video. But again, we're in this video here. As you can see, I'm actually building the temple that houses my massive storage system on the survival Let's Play world. And this is kind of my way of proof that I built it, I guess, like legitimately, if you want to put it that way. I mean, sorry, I just blanked. I was in mid-thought. I wanted to type something. I have no idea if I'm typing. Oh, I'm typing in caps lock. Oh, great. Oh, God. Oh, what the? He just punched me from behind and I didn't see him or hear him coming. Okay. But yeah, anyway. So, this is kind of like a way for me to have another series because Bailey, when Bailey, isn't able to come on as much anymore, and plus I can't go on as much anymore. I think it would kind of stink if I was the only one playing on it because it's a survival let's play, so we're supposed to play together. So yeah. Other than that, it's kind of just, I mean, it's just another way for me to make videos on YouTube. Anywho, to go back into talking about things that are coming up, around this time last year, I had applied, not applied, yeah. I had entered, that's the word, I entered in an art show, in my town. And with this, I don't remember if you know this, but I painted and actually made time lapses of these two pieces, which were the ones I entered, which at the time were the only two paintings I had that were on canvas, which were, if you recall, were the rabbit and the Duxbury sunset, with like the grass and the island and the trees in the background, with the purplish one. And basically this was all I had. Now, I didn't even place, now, when I first walked in to enter my two pieces, because I also had to pay like $5 for each painting to enter them, which you can only enter two, that was the maximum amount that you can enter. I walked into the room and came face to face with the eyes of Thor, or Chris Hemsworth, a pencil sketch of Chris Hemsworth, just sitting there in a frame on the ground. Oh, I am terrible at block killing creatures, I'm sorry. I'm just blowing up everything. But, so I didn't place, but he did. He placed third, because I'm like, of course, he's gonna win, but he actually didn't. And then there was, second place was one called the Holiday Violin, go figure. And first prize went to a weird, it wasn't actually weird, it's just a painting, it was a girl's face, but it had different colors on it. So this year, I'm hoping, because they're doing it again now, they base it on age range, so I'm falling to the 16 to 18 group, to be judged upon. And with this, I'm actually going to submit 2 more this year. If you all recall, I've actually gotten 10 times better than I used to be. And I've started drawing people. And if you know me, I painted a self-portrait of myself, and then I painted a picture of me and my grandfather. So those are the 2 that I'm going to... God dang, another creeper. Those are the ones I'm going to enter, and I'm hoping that they at least place me. I'm not looking to win, I just want to be placed and get some sort of ribbon for one of them. And who knows, maybe one will win, or maybe 2 of them will place, or that'd be kind of cool. Then again, I don't know if that's possible. But yeah, I'm hoping that turns out well. And speaking of paintings, I'm still open for commissions on Instagram. If you know, I have a Google form in my Instagram bio. So if you live in the area of where I live, and you go to school with me at Plymouth North High School, and you want a portrait or a painting of, say, a picture of you, a picture of your dog or your cat, or a nice sunset, or a picture of you and your girlfriend, or your boyfriend, or a picture of you and a family member, whatever, or just maybe if it's fantasy, maybe it's, I don't know, maybe it's like a dragon, which I've done already, and that didn't really turn out well, so I'd suggest not, like, requesting a dragon. No offense, Jax. That dragon did not come out how I wanted it to, and I should have probably left it as a pencil sketch. No offense. I mean, if you like it, that's great. There was so much shading in that, and like dark shadows, that it just didn't come out right. It was still too light in certain spots. And yeah, but that's just how I'm gonna try and make a quick buck, is by doing commissions. So if you want, come on! This is the 3rd creeper in a row. Anywho, I love filling in creeper holes, that's fun. Anyway, yeah, commissions are open. I actually opened commissions at the end of not the end of the school year last year. So just the beginning of this past summer, which was a bad time because school's out and no one's gonna want to buy any painting from me or commission me a painting, because it's the end of school and there's no way of me getting it to you. So I get it. People forget about it, but I reposted. It's still open. You can suggest a painting to me anytime. And there's just different options that you can choose from, like if you want shading, if you don't want shading, if you just want it as a pencil sketch, or if maybe you just want it on a different size piece of paper, or maybe you want it on canvas. Depending on those different things will determine the price. So like a bigger piece of paper or canvas will get you will cost or less, or cost more or less out of pocket. So if you want something nice, then let me know. And also, I have different categories there to choose from of what you want painted. But if there's something that's not listed there, then there's an other option, and you can list what that other option is. And with that also, you can also submit a photo, or you can actually check a box to say, hey, I want you to make a painting time lapse of my painting on YouTube, just as another extra little something special for you. And I'll do that too. Granted, that'll take more time for you to see that, because I have to edit the footage, depending on how much footage it is, and camera battery and stuff like that. But hey, you don't see that. But the cool thing is that all you have to do to get to a nice painting is submit a photo. And this is my reference. That way I know what to go off of. And I do this all freehand. It's not like I trace anything. I haven't traced anything since probably back in elementary school. Yeah. But anyway, there's that. And we are going to move into the next topic of this video, which is also about painting. And it's the question of painting my violin. Now, there are violins out there that are like colored. Like, you can find electric blue, pink, red, green, gold, yellow, orange, any color violin And I highly suggest that you don't buy it because it looks nice and it's your favorite color. Because if you play or want to play the violin, viola, whatever, and it's colored, don't. Because they sound very cheap. And the sound is very muted because the paint that they use to color it dampens the sound. Now, all of you might be wondering, wow, you just told us that, and yet you want to do that to one of yours. Now, technically, I don't want to do that. I actually want to paint a picture on it. And I have 3 violins. I have my first violin, which is a Stradivarius. It's like a quarter size or something like that. It's tiny. I'm definitely not touching that because that's a very special violin and a very special bow. I have a one that I stopped using that I used to use last year, and the reason I stopped was because there's something wrong with the piece. I think it's called, I don't know if it's a chestnut or it's something like that. It's a piece of wood up at the top of the violin, and the strings go over it up by the net on the head, or where the scroll is, where all the pegs are, and right where that is, if the strings go over that and into the scroll, and that piece of wood was, I guess, a very soft piece of wood than the type of wood it's supposed to be, and the strings started to dig into it, and that can affect the strings' sound, and it can make them sound tinny and twang, and it, all in all, it can actually make the violin slip out of tune more often than not. So I'm using a different violin today that I got over, not this past summer, last summer. And there goes another creeper. Well, that's lovely. But yeah, I got over it last summer from a family member who bought it for, get this, $60. And I'm just becoming a connoisseur of violins. And with this, I'm actually thinking, wow, I should paint it. Now, I think I've decided to paint the one that I'm using now that isn't broken, because that way people will see the painting more than the one that I'm not using. Unless I just hang that one up on my wall, that, which I've actually been wanting to do. I've wanted to put my first violin up on my wall. But I'm not going to do that. But I'm thinking like a big picture of Beethoven on the back. And I don't know what else to put. I actually thought about painting Starry Night on it, because I thought that might be kind of cool. A Van Gogh violin. That sounds cool. Or a Van Dyne violin. Van Gogh, Van Dyne violin. But if you have any other ideas, because I don't think Beethoven's face is going to be enough to fill up that whole violin. So if you have any other ideas, then yeah, leave a comment. What the heck? Can you hear me? I can't tell. But yeah. Hello. But yeah, that's pretty much that. But we're gonna go into the next topic, which is, what was it? Again, I forgot. Forgot what the other topic was. Oh, but if you have any other ideas or things, leave a comment or like post on Instagram or whatever. I'm probably gonna put a poll up on Instagram asking about, hey, like, do you have any ideas? But other than that, I'm just gonna probably leave that right there. I might actually start work on painting on it over the weekend, and actually I might start right after I stop editing this video, and like that. So yeah, that's probably the end of that topic. And with that, I'm going to tie back into this video that we're watching. So we got about a minute left. So I'm going to talk with you guys about this build. Now this build, it took a lot. It definitely took a lot. It took me over the course of 5 days, and not like in a row. This was over the course of like a week and a half. Like almost every other day, maybe every couple days, every few days, I would record and start building on it. I never built off camera. I wanted to make sure I got every piece in. Well, I mean, I did start building it beforehand, so I mean, I did get a base line in, like a ring, and then you saw like the building. But other than that, this is where the storage room is, and actually right outside, after I built the storage room, I built tons of farms. I'm still building farms, and they're actually all connected up with water streams, and these water streams are fed through tubes with ice, and the items just go flying down into the storage system. And it's really fun to watch, and it's really cool. And with that, that's it for this video. So again, thank you all very much for watching and sticking with me through this. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye!